Hey friends, good morning to all of you. Hope that all of you are doing well. So, I was going through the whole Epstein Trump saga and I felt, I should make a video on the topic. So, here it goes. The Epstein file saga, particularly as it intersects with Donald Trump, has been a whirlwind of revelations, denials, and a rather unique approach to damage control. If you are looking for a masterclass in deflection, misdirection, and perhaps a touch of theatrical outrage, this saga offers a front row seat. It is a tale that combines high society intrigue, shocking revelations, and what can only be described as a presidential attempt at a magic trick. That is, now you see the truth, poof, now you don't. Our story, like many good dramas, has a prologue. Jeffrey Epstein, a financier with a rather unfortunate penchant for, shall we say, so-called underage associations, has been a cloud hanging over the powerful and elites for years. Then came the Epstein files, a phrase that sends shivers down the spines of the elite lechers, conjuring images of secret lists, private islands, and perhaps a few too many awkward holiday snaps. Now enter our charismatic protagonist or antagonist, depending on your political persuasion, that is Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. For years, the general public knew Trump and Epstein at one point were close friends. Trump even famously or notoriously quipped that Epstein, like him, prefers beautiful women who are on the younger side. Yep, that is an actual thing that Trump said. A real charmer, that one. But fast forward to 2024. Suddenly, candidate Trump is promising to be the valiant truth teller, vowing to open the government's Epstein files and expose everyone involved. Of course, the MAGA faithful rejoiced. Finally, they thought, our supreme leader will reveal the swamp creatures. But the plot instead thickens, just like a good reality TV show. In May 2025, before the real fireworks, Trump's own Justice Department under Attorney General Pam Bondi reportedly told his legal team that his name appeared multiple times in Epstein's files. Trump's initial response? A resounding denial, of course. Fake news, total fabrication. He probably yelled at his TV even. Then the bombshell. The Wall Street Journal, bless their journalistic hearts, drops a report in mid-July 2025 about a sexually suggestive letter supposedly bearing Trump's name. It was reportedly found in a 2003 birthday album for Jeffrey Epstein. We are talking about a, quote, flamboyant typewritten note roughly sketched with the outline of a naked woman, unquote, with lines like, quote, we have certain things in common, unquote, and, quote, may every day be another wonderful secret, unquote. A real masterpiece of epistolatory art, no doubt. And what was the president's reaction? Did he calmly explain? Did he offer context to us? Oh no, that is not the Trump playbook. He went straight for the nuclear option. He denied writing the letter, calling it false, malicious, and defamatory. Then, in a move that surely had his legal team sweating through their designer suits, he sued the Wall Street Journal and media mogul and his friend Rupert Murdoch for a cool $20 billion. Because nothing says I have nothing to hide like suing someone for a sum that could buy a small country. The logic is truly breathtaking. But wait, there is more. The Justice Department, which had earlier assured everyone no client list existed, now had to admit, oopsie, actually yeah, his name is there multiple times, and that birthday album, yeah, we reviewed that years ago and archived it. The administration, which prides itself on controlling the narrative, was suddenly struggling. They are still struggling, by the way. Add to the theatrical absurdity, Trump himself started lambasting his own faithful supporters who were demanding the files to be released, calling them, quote, weaklings. Imagine that. The very people who believed he was their supreme leader and champion against the deep state, suddenly being told they are stupid Republicans. That is his own quote. That is not something that I am saying, but this is what Trump has said. For wanting transparency that Trump himself promised. He is trying to shift blame to President Obama, to former President Bill Clinton, to former Harvard President even, and of course the CBI agents as well as the former CBI chief. Anyone but himself is guilty. He is even trying to divert attention by so-called declassifying some old Russiagate documents, hoping for a classic, hey, look over there moment. It is a political equivalent of a magician trying to distract you with a smoke bomb while his bunny escapes out in the back. The problem for Trump, the Epstein saga, has developed a life of its own. Even his staunch loyalists, the MAGAs, who once believed Epstein files would only hurt his enemies, are now scratching their heads. To their credit, of course, they are holding Trump responsible. So let's give the credit where it is due. They're asking, hey, what happened to exposing everyone? Why is our supreme leader suddenly saying nothing to see here? Comedians are, of course, having a field day, and even pro-Trump podcasters are openly questioning the insulting explanations. So the saga continues. Trump sues, denies, blames, deflects, and tries to convince everyone that it is pretty boring stuff. This is an actual quote. And those demanding answers are bad people. Meanwhile, the documents, like that annoying relative whom we all are familiar with, just won't leave and keeps on resurfacing. It is a testament to the fact that when you promise to so-called drain the swamp, sometimes you just stir up what is at the bottom, and it turns out to be, well, let's just say, not exactly pristine. The truth, it seems, is stubbornly refusing to stay hidden, no matter how many lawsuits are filed or how many reporters are banned from Air Force One by Trump. The show, as they say, must go on, complete with its stars' increasingly desperate yet undeniably comical attempts to hide a giant elephant in a very small room. Hopefully, the real victims, those underage girls, will get justice. I wish you all a wonderful weekend and take care and bye.